Hello, stamping friends. I am glad that you are here today. So today I have a quick and simple card using a technique that's been around for a long time, and I haven't used it in a while, and I thought you might enjoy it too. And this is the rubber band technique. So I will show you how to fix your block, stamp, and we will make a quick and simple card. Now, I'm going to use the Cheerful Daisies stamp set, but you can use any stamp set that you have. So, and if you're new here, I am Terry Hartley, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Iowa. Please, if you're watching this live or the replay, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I read all your comments and I enjoy having you here with me. So welcome. I'm going to just turn things a little bit so I can see when you jump on. Okay, well, before we turn the camera down, I have a prize to give away. Last week, I was sharing my catalog kickoff celebration for 4 days, and I gave prizes away. But the last day, I haven't given that prize away because I wanted to give you time to leave comments, because I put all the comments from the live and the replay together, and then I just drew out a name. So congratulations to Bonnie Hammond. This is the Meadow Moments embossing folder, and there are 2 in there. And I think it is really lovely. You have some butterflies and flowers. But Bonnie, I don't have your address. So if you could email me at rusticbarncards@gmail.com and give me your address, then I'll get this in the mail to you. And I have all the other prizes already sent except I don't have yours in the mail yet. I know I should have your address, but I don't. So please email me at your address at rusticbarncards@gmail.com. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I am busy right now working on, and I have been busy and will continue to be busy because I'm working and preparing the make and take card kits for those of you that placed an order with me during my annual catalog kickoff celebration. So I just wanted those of you to know that the kits will be in the mail by June 1st. And thank you for all your orders. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera down so we can start stamping. I would love for you to consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that way you'll be notified if you hit that bell when I go live. And I normally go live on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Central. Okay, I'm gonna move over here to my crafting table and turn that light on, which is a little glare, but I think it'll end in just hopefully. Let's see, let me see if I can move that a little bit. Okay, well, today we're going to be using the Cheerful Daisies. We're going to use 4 inks, Melon Mambo, Bubble Bath, and Crumb Cake, plus our Memento black ink. So I'm going to move those out of the way. I am going to be using a die from the Scallop Contour dies. If you do not have these dies, you need them. That's all I can say. I use these so much in my crafting. I just love these dies. I love all the scalloped edges, and there's a border die and some flowers. But anyway, it's one of my favorite dies. And the Cheerful Daisies, you made my day. Oops a daisy, so sorry. Wishing you the brightest birthday. Your friendship means everything. It is a 2-step stamp, but at the bottom, notice it says images are 90%. So the images inside are larger than what it shows here. And these are photopolymer stamp set. which means they're clear. And what I like is that you have in the case, you can just, after you use the stamp, you can place it here inside your case. I'm going to be using the bundle, which means I'm going to be using the dies that come with the stamp set. Just wanted to show you, you have the outline of all of the images, plus you have a lot of extra stamps and even a sentimental or a label that you can stamp a sentiment inside. But we are going to use this die here from Cheerful Daisies, and it will cut the outline of our flower. Hi, Regina, good to see you. Okay, let me show you the card we're going to make. This is the card. Again, it's quick and simple, but it's using that rubber band technique that I'm going to show you how to do. And I hope that you give it a try. So all you need is a block, and it can be any sort of block. I kind of like the ones that are a little bit longer rather than the square blocks. And then you just need some rubber bands. And how you prepare that, you just go ahead and put your rubber bands on. I'm not going to put all of these, but I just want to give you an idea. And then you'll want to go ahead and crisscross. So the only thing is to make sure like they're smooth. So these are right here, but sometimes you have to kind of, turn it a little bit. So maybe you'll put a couple on this way. So here's one that I need to. There we go. And then you can go back and go the opposite way. So you're just kind of like, kind of like weaving. You just kind of crisscross however you want. It doesn't really matter. And then you will have something like this. And you can see that I have used this quite a bit. I actually just keep this block with the rubber bands on so I can use the rubber band technique. But of course, you could most certainly, take them off and then apply them so you have a different, kind of a stamp. All right, so today we're going to start with our basic white card base, and this is 8.5 by 5.5, and it is scored at 4 1/4. Now I always use the thick basic white for my card bases. And then you'll need a strip of basic white to stamp your daisies on, and this is 3 by 9, probably doesn't need to be quite that long. And then you need another piece of basic white for your scalloped, and this is 3 by, let me back up, this is 3 by 9 for the daisies. This layer is 3 1/4 by 5.5. Okay, so the basic white is 3 1/4 by 5.5, and that is for your layer. And then to stamp your daisies, I have a 3 by 9, but we probably won't need quite that much room. And that's all the cardstock you need. So isn't that great? Let's go ahead and do our background first, and then we'll stamp our daisies and die cut our layer out, and we'll be ready to go. So I'm going to start with the lightest first. So I'm going to start with Bubble Bath. Oh, Regina, great. You just got your box. Oh, I bet you're excited about unpacking it. Okay, so we are going to bring in, and I'm just going to ink this up in our Bubble Bath. Now notice that our card, the orientation opens up this way, but I'm actually going to stamp it like it opens up this way. And I could most certainly stamp it this way too. It doesn't really matter, but anyway, I'm going to stamp it this way, and you can turn your card so and so we're just going to randomly And of course, there's no way that I'm going to be able to do this exactly like I did in the first card. But that's okay, right? It's handmade. So then I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to go up here. I'm just getting some ink on that. And I'm going to go just here a little bit. And then I'm going to close up our bubble bath. I'm just going to bring in my chamois, and so we can clean the bubble bath. I'm just going to pick that up and just clean that off. That's all you need to do. And then I'm going to come back with Melon Mambo. And then we're going to, and I'm just going to stamp this to make sure that it's kind of dry. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink up our Melon Mambo. And we'll just start over here. And again, just randomly, you can even crisscross. And I think that looks good. Oh, we might want to put just a little bit right down there. So again, this is the rubber band technique. So let's go ahead and finish our card. We're going to bring in our basic white, and let's go ahead and make 2 daisies with using a bubble bath. And I am going to bring in my piercing mat. This gives a little more cushion when we're using our photopolymer. And I'm going to start with the daisy that has like ridges on it, because I'm going to stamp this full strength. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up in the bubble bath, and I'm going to stamp it on here. And then I'm going to go, I want 2, so I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. Leave a little space and stamp that. Cleaning that. And I was cleaning that off camera. Now I'm going to bring the stamp in that has smooth. And I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. But I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm going to stamp on. And then I'm going to get my head over here so I can see. So I'm going to looking at this one right here and lining it up with this. And then make a commitment. You have to do that, right? And then straight up. So once again, I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm going to stamp on. I'm going to clean that because I'm going to use Melon Mambo we're going to have 1 daisy and Melon Mambo. So once again, I'm going to bring the one that has ridges because I'm going to do it full strength. Then I'm going to bring the daisy that has smooth, and I'll ink this up. And then I'm going to just stamp off. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp on. And again, I'm just going to line that up. And what I love about photopolymer, you can see, and it makes it really easy to do a two-step stamping. Move that out of the way. And I'm going to bring in the centerpiece of the daisies, and I'm going to bring in crumb cake. Oh, I'm glad you like the colors. So I'm going to ink this up. Now I could stamp off, but I'm not. But you most certainly could if you don't want the centers to be quite as dark. Okay, now I have these already die cut out, but I'm going to show you just really quick how to do one. Okay, so I'll bring in my little mini stamping machine. And plates 1 and 2. Now, sometimes I like to just take the scissors and just cut that apart. Just easier to manage. And then I'm going to bring in my daisy die. And I could probably mark this, but when I was doing this earlier, I didn't have any trouble finding how to line it up, but that doesn't mean I won't. I kind of just turned it and it just kind of, since I'm on camera, it may take me longer, right? Isn't that the way it goes? There we go. All right. So again, you just kind of turn it. I do like to bring in a little sticky note just to hold that down. Put our other plate, and then we'll just go right through there. And here you have your daisies. And as I said, I already have the other daisies that we can use. And to save time, you just place this here, run it through your die cutting machine, and you'll have this layer right here. So we are going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment on this layer. And I'm going to use "Your friendship means everything." So I'm going to stamp this in Memento Black, but you could do, you could go ahead and use Bubble Bath, or look at her, I'm piercing that. You could use Bubble Bath or Melon Mambo if you wanted to for your sentiment, but I wanted to give it a little bit of a contrast. So there we go. And we're ready to put our card together. So like I said, this is a quick and easy. Now, we could use it this way, although I would probably use this next to the smallest layer. So we're going to turn it this way. I'm going to just adhere this. I'm going to pop up my daisies, but I'm not going to pop up this layer. But of course, you most certainly could. So we're just going to add some adhesive and put this about in the middle. So our rubber band technique, all those colors will show around it. Make sure I get it lined up correctly. Then I'm going to bring in our daisies, and we are going to add dimensionals, and let's just kind of place them. We want to kind of decide, where we're going to lay them. So I think one here, maybe kind of tuck this in here on the side, and then put this one about right here. What do you think? I think that'll work. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this one here. And we will add some dimensionals. And we'll put that right down here. Then we're going to add dimensionals on the other bubble bath. And then we're just going to kind of tuck this in like this. And then we're going to pop this one up here. What I like about this is quick and easy, and I think it's a stunning card. I really do. I hope that you enjoy it, and you can just kind of like, turn it to see where you would like your, how you'd like to lay your flower. I think that looks good. And then I'm going to bring in these glossy dots. And we're going to use the ones that look the closest to a melon mambo. And you have small, medium, and large. And I'm going to use the small. I'm going to put one about there. One right here. And then one right down there. So here is our card using the rubber band technique, quick and easy. Here's the card that I started with. So again, the background's not going to be exactly, but what do you think? I hope that you like this. Good. I'm glad that you're loving this card. Before I turn the camera back, really quick, I want to share about the online global retreat that I'm a part of. I've teamed up with 3 other demonstrators from Australia, Canada, and the United Kingdom. And we have early bird registration right now, $65 for the United States. We're going to send a retreat to your home, retreat in a box with make and takes, pillow gifts. We're going to have live demonstrations. And you also will be invited to a meet and greet on Zoom before the retreat starts to say hi to everyone. We'll introduce ourselves. You'll meet some new friends from the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, and the United States. So this is something new that we're adding, the meet and greet. But at the end of our retreat, after the retreat is over, we will also invite you to an after party on Zoom. And that is always a lot of fun. So we're going to have, it's going to be great fun. We're going to give you creative inspiration for lots of the new catalog items. So I hope that you can join. And like I said, early bird pricing is going on right now, and everything that you need is in the description of this video. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this card today. I had so much fun stamping and sharing this with you. I love having you here with me. So thank you. Thanks, Regine Ann. I'm glad that you like the card, and I love having you here. So thanks for being here today. I normally come on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Central. I'm going to be going to Colorado because I have a granddaughter that's going to be graduating from high school this weekend. So next Tuesday, I will be in the process of getting back to Iowa. So I won't be live, but I will try to have a video for all of you because I really appreciate every one of you. And again, I'm Terry Hartley. Bye for now. I'll see you on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central. Have a wonderful week. Take care.